Hey everybody, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
Welcome back to part 2 of our building of our back deck behind our
1988 Palm Harbor single-wide mobile home.
There you go. If you've not seen it, or you've missed it, or you're jumping in at this point, there's a link to the full playlist below which will cover all the videos from start to finish. In part 1, we dug and set and poured our footers. Today in part 2, we're going to go ahead and continue and set our posts, do some final grading, and whatever else we can get into before we get rained on.
Yes, so let's go.
As a reminder, this is a freestanding cantilever style back deck we are building that is going to be final dimensions of 12 feet wide and 10 feet deep. We're going to be constructing it out of treated lumber, straight out of the hardware store, and off-the-shelf materials that you, if you're building one, should be able to find easily wherever you are. We've worked a little bit this morning tearing off the cardboard around our concrete forms, and Angela is doing some final grading. What we're going to do next is actually bolt up our post bases, which attach and connect the wood posts to these concrete footers. Here's a look at our post bases we're going to be installing. These are Simpson Strong Tie brand model ABA 44Z. They are designed for 4x4 posts. They have the hole right here in the middle. This is what bolts and connects to those J bolts we put in our footers. We tighten it down with a washer and nut, and then the post sits on top of this. There is an oblong cutout here in the bracket that allows you a little bit of wiggle room to get your beams and everything in line as you need, which is helpful because we're not pros out here doing a deck and we need as much wiggle room as we can get. This kind of bracket is also known as a standoff bracket because it raises your post about 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch up off the concrete. This prolongs the life of your wood post, prevents it from rotting, and is really probably the best thing to use in this case. So let's take our brackets hardware, and I'll see you guys over on the ground, and we'll bolt one of these up, or down. We'll bolt one of these down.
We're just going to have pebbles.
That's fine. So long as it slopes away. Here, trade. Just put them in there loosely. I'll tighten those up with the beam whenever I bring it over, and I'll do this raking.
Did you already do that one?
Yeah, they're snug.
Okay.
If I pull this out here, I'll be able to finesse it with the tractor or do this kind of stuff later. Get those toes. Alright, just get the string lines out of the way. It looks really good. I figure we might have to twist them or move them, but they're really good in line.
Thank you.
We did really good with this one. Maybe a little bit, but nice. Okay, I'm going to put them where I want them, and we'll carefully lift it off, and then we'll crank them down. Will you grab a pencil and score the bracket on the concrete? Give me some reference marks in case we move it. going straight back to the other bracket.
Oh, okay.
Okay, another thing that is very, very surprising, because we didn't do this. That was pretty much level left to right. There was not a huge gap across the beam. I mean, see how the middle that's taller? This one was very close, and we didn't do it because it doesn't matter, but whatever. I'm just geeking out over hardware and stuff, whatever. It's my excuse to take a break. That's what it really is.
Did you see that bush hog I sent you this morning?
Yeah, I saved it. Well, no, I didn't save it because that's a 6 foot. The tractor won't do anything more than a 5 at most.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is it because of the size of the tractor?
Yeah, it's because of horsepower.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was like, sweet, look, this one's bigger.
So what we're doing here is lining up and getting parallel all of our post brackets. We're using one of our floor joists or one of our beam boards. I forget. They're all 2x10s. We're using it as a straight edge, sitting it on the brackets and then lining them up and marking them and then bolting them down there. This is an easy way for us to do this, to use a straight edge, what we have, to get them where they need to be. So that's what we're doing.
Well, we have reached the point in this project where we can get rid of this tripping hazard. All of the lines and boards holding them up and everything, we can get rid of them because we're done with them.
All right, here's what we're going to do next. We're going to cut our posts over length. So I have 8 foot long 4x4 posts, 3 foot section up here, 5 foot section back there. Then we're also going to cut some 2x3s for our braces. Since our posts are not set in concrete, they're not locked into the ground, these little brackets, you can't leave them like that. So we're going to brace them, use our concrete pins, anchor it to the ground, and basically build ourselves 6 posts of over length to then get our final length cut to all that, and you guys will see that then. Getting ahead of myself. Let's cut some lumber and stick it vertical first. We're at the point of attaching our posts to the brackets, and a while back, I mean at this point it's probably going to be a couple weeks old, I posted a quick little clip of our front deck framing on our Instagram and Facebook. Wow, it blew up because a lot of people don't realize there are code approved compliant screws you can use with Simpson brackets, joist hangers, and all the such. So I want to show you guys, these guys, SD strong drive connecting screws. These are code approved, IRC rated. You can use these for brackets like you're going to see me use. You can still use the nails if you want to. They're still out there, but these are correct. They're approved. So just know that this option does exist. This is a lot less wear and tear option on your joints, your shoulders, your body, and possibly your thumbs. This is also a much more controlled, easy to replace and fix type thing if you mess up. So it's why we use these. I really like them. And I just want to take a second to show you this is what we're using. These do exist, it is correct, so that, I don't know, maybe you can drop some truth bombs on somebody else, blow their minds, and then tell them, hey, I know stuff. I watch Sam and Angela do stuff.
You know, it took me like 3 minutes to figure out what you meant by saving thumbs.
Pow! Ah!
Just saying.
I guess you've not hit your thumb enough with a hammer. Mine didn't always used to be 2 inches wide and half an inch thick. It takes practice and many years of, I guess, left-hand hammering. This clip is out of order. You're going to see us in the video here. You're still going to see these posts up, but I want to show you guys what I'm doing here. I've got a 360-degree laser level out here and set up, and I'm using it because it's kind of late in the day and I can see the laser really good to give myself my level point to cut all of these posts off. So they're going to be level and correct. That way I don't have to worry with a string line level or a long level, and I don't mess things up. I've marked on the house where I want the top of the post to be. Took our final deck height we want, subtract the decking, subtract the joist, subtract the beams. Same thing we do with our front porch. So it is set up, it is casting it. It is late in the evening, which is perfect because it's kind of low light and I can see the laser line on all the posts. I'm gonna run around really quickly, get that mark, put little marks on all the posts, and then I'll show you guys the setup as long as I don't get rained out. So let me do that real quick and I'll show you whenever I get that done. I'm just doing one last look that I've got marks on every single post. At least one mark, if not multiples. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to miss any. This is going to be correct on all of these as long as I make sure I've got them all marked this one time. Alright, there'll be a link to a different laser level down below. Not this one because I don't recommend this particular model. Not because I question its accuracy. It's fine. It just, for the price and the quality, it's not really there. Otherwise, there, our posts are marked. We'll be able to start the work tomorrow again, hacking them off, building the beams, and that'll be the next video in the series. Appreciate you guys watching. If you got any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we'll jump back to the past now for our normal outro with Angela, and hopefully it makes sense. I don't know, it's kind of reality, guys. End of video earlier today. Get a chance to do this work now. Saves overall work. So, see ya. All right, we're about to get dumped on by the sky, so we wanted to at least take time to say goodbye. This is good progress for today.
It is.
We got all of our finished grading done under the deck. Make sure we had good slope away from the house. We got our posts set and plumbed. And that's about it.
And we'll be ready to go whenever the rain stops.
Yes, definitely. If you guys got any questions or comments, you know what to do. Again, if you're here from the future, look below to the playlist link down below for the full series of building our 12 by 10 back deck on our
1988 Palm Harbor single wide mobile home. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
That was a little bit different, but it works.
I didn't know
said
we
if
were
you got
totaling.
questions. Oh yeah. No, it's about to
I didn't know this was going to
dump McDumply dump on us. Here it comes. Just got the tools. Just got the tools cleaned up. Perfect timing.
Oh, that was it.
We're going to be constructing it out of treated lumber, straight out of the hardware store. Hardware.
Well, we have reached the point in this project, you said? That makes sense. Okay.
Why is the camera focusing on the window of the door? There we go, I'm here. What is this? Simpson Strongton ABA 44Z. This is a look at the post base. Nope, it's focusing. Wow, is there a face in the door? Because it thinks that is a face. It chooses the door over my face.
Is there a ghost in the house?
Tell me you got an ugly mug without telling me you've got an ugly mug. When your face detection camera chooses that over this. All right, about dropped it. That's all right, I'm not in the looking pretty business. About dropped it again. Let's just not do that. You can kind of get close-ish.
Yeah, you got boob sweat.
It's because I'm sweaty and I got boobs. Yeah, wow. It's like shadows. And then they're going to be cut long. We will have the ability to speak. Oh, I could tell you exactly, no problem, one take. But I talked to this thing and I flub.
Well,
I think it's because no judgment and probably so much judgment out there we don't really want to know.